Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going to teach you how to prepare yourself for the IELTS speaking test part 1 on the topic of computers. Now, if you're not planning to sit for an IELTS speaking test, this lesson is still very useful for you because you also get a chance to learn how to talk about computers in English in your day-to-day spoken English. Okay? Now, if you're planning to sit for your IELTS speaking test, then there is a chance that you will get some of these questions on the topic of computers. Let us look at the questions and some sample answers. Question 1. Do you often use a computer? Do you often use a computer? Now, the examiner wants to know how many times you use a computer. The key word here is often. How often? How many times? Okay? Now, let's see a sample answer for question 1. Yes, I use a computer every day to access my work documents, emails, and print documents. I have a computer for home use and work use. Now remember, the idea here is to ensure that you provide an answer that has at least 2 to 3 sentences. Ensure that you join your sentences using link words, but ensure that you do that correctly. Okay? Do you often use a computer? Yes. I use a computer every day to access my work documents, emails, and print documents. I have a computer for home use and work use. Okay? So in that answer, you have confirmed that yes, you do use a computer, but also you have indicated that you use it every day. But also you have explained what you use the computer for, that is for your work documents, your emails, and to print documents. You have also stated that you have a computer that you use for home use, and you also have a computer for work use. Okay? Now, let's move on to question 2. How do you usually get online? How do you usually get online? The examiner wants to know how you finally find access to online or the internet. How do you usually get online means how do you get on the internet? Okay? The examiner wants to know how you get on the internet. Now, how do you usually get online? You may answer this question by saying sample answer 2. All our work computers are connected to the internet, so I just have to log in. In addition to that, I do also have Wi-Fi on my phone and tablet to access all my favorite websites and social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Okay? Now, in that answer, I have been quite detailed. It's very comprehensive because I have explained to the examiner how I get online, okay? And that is by logging into all our work computers that are connected to the internet. So if I'm at work, then I have no problem connecting myself to the internet because all the computers have internet connection. In addition to that, I also have Wi-Fi on my phone and tablet, and that helps me to access all my favorite websites and social media platforms such as YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. The idea is to make sure that each of your answers is detailed. 2 to 3 sentences. Use a wide variety of sentence structures. Use simple sentences, compound sentences, and complex sentences. If you're not familiar with the different types of sentences that we have in English, feel free to have a look at my playlist on grammar. I have a video on the 3 types of sentences in English and how you use link words or connectors to join them together. Okay, so in answer to, also I have used a number of connectors or link words, like for example, in addition to that, okay, such as, and, okay, also. So ensure that you use link words in your answers. Now, question 3. Do you prefer desktops or laptops? Do you prefer desktops or laptops? So the examiner wants to know, if you have a choice, would you rather have a desktop or a laptop? Now, let's see a sample answer for this question. Sample answer 3. I prefer a laptop to a desktop. I prefer a laptop to a desktop. So that answers the first part of the question. Do you prefer desktops or laptops? But after that, then you have to give reasons to support your answer. You have to give reasons to support your choice. So I prefer a laptop to a desktop. Firstly, a laptop is lighter and more portable to take with me wherever I go. Also, a laptop takes up less space on your workstation. I prefer a laptop to a desktop. Firstly, a laptop is lighter and more portable to take with me wherever I go. Also, a laptop takes up less space on your workstation. So you see, here I have ensured that I have given a comprehensive answer. I have given a few reasons. I have made my choice that I prefer a laptop to a desktop, but also I have given the examiner some reasons as to why I prefer a laptop. It is lighter, it is more portable, okay? Portable means you can carry it with you wherever you go. Also, a laptop takes up less space on your workstation. Your workstation is your work desk. Okay? Now, once more in that sentence, I used some connectors. I use firstly, I use and I also used also. Okay? Let's move on to question 4. What do you use your computer for? What do you use your computer for? The examiner wants to know, whenever you use a computer, what is it that you want to achieve? What is it that you use your computer to do? What do you use your computer to do? That is the question. Now, you may answer this question by saying sample answer 4. I use my computer for all sorts of things. Firstly, I use it to type and save my documents, and also to access the internet in order to read and answer my emails. Furthermore, I use it to open and print my documents. That should be need. The word should be, furthermore, I need. That is, there is an N that is not clear. It should be N-E-E-D. Okay? So, when the examiner says, what do you use your computer for? Then you may say, I use my computer for all sorts of things. Firstly, I use it to type and save my documents, and also to access the internet in order to read and answer my emails. Furthermore, I need to open and print my documents. Okay? So in that answer, I'm very detailed about what I use the computer for. Firstly, I use it to type and save my documents. I also use it to access the internet, and that is in order to read and answer my emails. And finally, I needed to open and print my documents. So I have provided a detailed answer. I have also used a number of link words or connectors in that answer. I have used firstly, I have used and, I have used furthermore, okay, in order to. So all those words are helping me to join my points together, and the examiner expects you to do that too. But also you notice in that answer, I have used simple, compound, and complex sentences. I use my computer for all sorts of things. That is an example of a simple sentence. Firstly, I use it to type and save my documents, and also to access the internet in order to read and answer my emails. That is a complex sentence. And then finally, furthermore, I needed to open and print my documents. That is an example of a compound sentence. Remember that the examiner wants to see that you are able to use a variety of sentence structures, that you're able to use link words to join your points together, okay? And that you're able to use the vocabulary that is relevant to the topic that you are talking about, okay? Now let's move on to question 5. Do you think it is important to learn how to use a computer? Do you think it is important to learn how to use a computer? The examiner wants to know whether you think there are some advantages of learning how to use a computer. Do you think it is important? Do you think it has any benefits at all? Okay? That's what the examiner wants to know. And then after that, the examiner expects you to explain those benefits. Okay, so you may answer question 5 by saying, yes, in my opinion, it is very important to be able to get online, type and print your documents, and also save them. Now that is a complex sentence. Yes, in my opinion, it is very important to be able to get online, type and print your documents, and also save them. You can also do online banking, okay? So I have answered that question by first of all letting the examiner know my opinion or my point of view. In my opinion, okay? You can also use in my view, or yes, I'm of the opinion that, or I think that. That is also fine. So yes, in my opinion, it is very important to be able to get online, type and print your documents, and also save them. You can also do online banking. So when you learn how to use a computer, then you get to enjoy all those benefits. You get to be able to get online, you get to be able to type and print your documents, but also you get the chance to be able to save those documents. And besides, you could also do online banking. Okay, so I have supported my opinion with a number of reasons, and that is exactly what the examiner will be expecting you to do when you sit for your IELTS speaking test part 1. Now, this brings me to the last section of our lesson. Remember, before I get to that, if you're preparing yourself on the topic of computers, make sure you have the right vocabulary. Like, for example, access, okay, work documents, emails, print documents, home use, work use, okay, connected to the internet, log in, okay. Also, things like Wi-Fi, your phone, your tablet, access, okay, favorite websites, social media platforms, okay. And then words like portable, less space, workstation, work table, okay. Words like type, save documents, access the internet, read and answer emails, okay, open and print documents, all right, get online, type and print your documents and save them, online banking. So ensure that you have the vocabulary, because when you have the vocabulary, that will give you a chance to score a higher mark. All right, now this brings me to the last section of our lesson, where I read for you the questions, and as I read the questions, please try and think of an answer. Okay? Do you often use a computer? How do you usually get online? Do you prefer desktops or laptops? What do you use your computer for? Do you think it is important to learn how to use a computer? Okay, now I hope you're able to answer those questions correctly, but if you are not able to, do not worry, because you have the sample answers that you could adapt to your own answers. Now, thank you very much for watching. Remember to subscribe to the channel, okay? Subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Support me by just subscribing to the channel. That's all that I ask for, okay? And if you're feeling a little bit more generous, you can give me a thumbs up and share this video with anybody who needs it. Your friends, your colleagues, your family members, and anybody else, okay? Now, thank you very much for watching, and see you in our next lesson. Bye bye.